Primary 6 Math Prodigies, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today we're going to go into question number 2 of your assessment paper number 11. Okay, now this question is not tricky at all, but it's just a little bit difficult to understand on the first time when you're seeing it. So let's take a look at this. It says a group of girls shared some sweets among themselves. They tried taking 11 sweets each, but found that the last girl had only 6 sweets left, or 6 sweets. When each girl took 8 sweets, there were 25 sweets left over. So question is, how many sweets were there altogether? And remember, this is the same number of sweets, and we are given 2 scenarios. So I'm just going to draw something here for you. Okay, let's just imagine this as sweets. Okay, so there's the sweets like that. Okay, and now I'm going to draw the girls. So let's give the first scenario. And in the first scenario, we don't know how many girls there are. Okay, just gonna draw like that. No time to draw, scared on. Okay, just gonna draw that example. This example, there are 5 of them. Okay, I don't know how many of them there are. And each person gets how many? Each person gets 11, 11, 11, 11. And last girl gets how many? 6. Which means what? Which means that the number of sweets must be 11 times something. Correct or not? So that means we are looking for something called multiples of 11. So let's just write down the multiples of 11. And here you will get 11, 22, 33, 44, and you go on and go on. Just keep going on until you reach maybe, what's that number? What is 10 times 11? That's 110. So 110. I think you reach 110, okay? So basically 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, blah, blah, blah. But is this the number of sweets? My answer to that is no, because the last girl will actually have 6. So what must you do to this number? You must actually minus 5. So when I minus 5, I'll give you an example, yeah? The answers would be 11 minus 5 is 6, 22 minus 5 is 17, 33 minus 5 is 28, 44 minus 5 is 39, and then you go on and so forth, go on and go on, go on, go on. Okay, and then you were left with 105. Alright? Now this number, I'll give you an example. Why is 39 correct? Example 39. 39 will give you 3 times 11, which is 33. In other words, 3 girls. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And then we will have another extra. Why is 39 minus 33? We have an extra 6. So it explains for the last girl. So this is why it works. Okay, now for the second scenario, is the same. We don't know the number of girls, so I'm just going to draw another 5. But this time, each girl takes only how many? This time, each girl only takes 6 sweets. No, yeah, 8 sweets. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write down for you 8 sweets. So 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. But what happens differently today? This time, what happens differently is that there were 25 sweets left over. In other words, we have another 25 sweets. So what we do first of all is we take multiples of 8. So you take multiples of 8. Okay. And now, you simply take 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, etc., etc. You can do it all and on until maybe we take 10 times 8, which is 80. Okay. Now, is this the answer? Okay, if you saw the trend, the answer, that's not the answer, because the answer is you have to add another 25. So you plus 25, and then you will get these numbers. 8 plus 25 gives me what? You get 33. Is it right? 8 plus 25. Yeah, 25, 33. Then you plus another 25 to 16. That means you plus 8, you get 41. And then you just keep going on and on and on and on and on until you see something similar to the number on top. Okay, so at the end of the day, you will just keep doing it, and then you will notice something interesting. Okay, and don't follow the way I'm doing it. I just want you to do it for yourself. Just keep multiplying and then adding. You will notice that 105 appears up on the 2 things that we just written down. Therefore, the number of sweets that is actually there is 105. So that's how we find the answer. It's not a typical math question, but it's pretty interesting. Yeah. So like I said, if you haven't seen this question before, it's very difficult to do and even understand in the first place. But if you just keep doing it, guess what? If the comes out in the if a variation of it, in other words, if something like this comes out for your PSLE, it will work out. All right. So this brings me to the quote of the week. Just because a goalkeeper is standing in front of you, it doesn't mean you can't score. So please, my friend, just because fear is standing in front of you, doesn't mean that you can't score. Just go around that fear or whatever is standing in front of you, that nervousness, that frustration, that fear of not getting good grades. Just because that thing is in front of you doesn't mean that you can't score. You can find a way to beat that. All right. So just remember, beat that, and you will do well. All right. With that, this is Coach Saiful signing off, saying you are a math prodigy. Good job.